You know who I am, Brian Murphy, but I have my good friend of mine, Lieneke. Hi, Lieneke.
Hi,
Why don't you introduce yourself?
my name is Lieneke Maddie, and I'm a dancer with Verb Ballets. Um, and yeah, I'm from New York City originally, and I moved to Cleveland to dance professionally here. So that's about it.
So, Lieneke, we've had a lot of discussions the last couple of weeks, and we've worked together too. That's for really a lot here in the last few months.
Yes.
So we understand each other. So, last couple of weeks have been tough, and
Yeah.
to put it mildly, right? So, can you just simplify in your role as being a professional dancer? What is it? First of all, what was it like when that day came when you couldn't be in the studio?
Yeah. Well, it was a sort of gradual things are changing changing every day. We had a show on Friday the 13th actually. So we did a performance of Romeo and Juliet at our studio, and even by that point we had to spread out the seats a certain amount. And we were supposed to have a show on Sunday at the library, and it was supposed to go ahead, but of course, as things progressed, it was canceled, and more things started becoming canceled. And we thought we could return to the studio hopefully on Monday, just like us in the studio, but unfortunately, everyone had to start their social distancing and quarantining at home. So, yeah, it's been difficult. I've just, turned my little space here into my own dance studio. And fortunately, we do get access to the studio it depends on our sign out process. We are allowed to be in the studio one at a time. So you try and get the studio space as soon as you can.
So let me ask you something. So if we were just talking about this before we did this recording about well, first of all, I remember you saying to me a couple of weeks ago, I don't know how I'm going to keep myself in shape.
Yeah.
Right? There's that feeling, that sensation. This is enormous.
Yeah. It's fear mostly. It's fear. We're only as good as we are in the present moment. That's the hard part. It's not like we've learned all these things over the years, and it's different from an academic setting. Your body is constantly changing, and it's hard to trust that it'll be okay like months and months from now without having like really performed. So I'm just trying to take class as if I'm performing, and really just showing up every day, I think counts for something. And we're all in the same boat, so it's not like I'm in it alone. At least I know all the dancers around the world are going through it. It's funny because I'm one of those people that needs to take class all the time.
I'm with you. I'm just saying we're the same way. I understand that. Yes.
Anything that's like my worst nightmare, it's not being able to take class, and we're literally in that situation. Like even when we have layoffs, I'm known for being a person who will like take class the whole time we're on layoff because I have to. Like I know for my body that is a necessity. So I'm just, trying to make some sort of routine for myself, like take class every day. And
well, let me ask you. So let's lighten up a little bit. Looks like you've created this space behind you.
Yes.
So there's been some discussion. Would you stand up and I'll explain some of the things that maybe let's talk about what you've done to your space. So yeah, so you didn't have a lot. I mean, I've been in your apartment. You don't have a lot of space, right?
I have a ton of space actually. I mean, I have multiple options, so I'm lucky. I have carpet here. I have wood floor on the other side over here, actually. But the carpet is just easier to dance on. It feels less slippery. It's grippier. And then I actually have like these chairs that are the perfect height
It's
for
perfect.
a ballet bar.
It
so, you know, I'm in the best of all possible worlds in this situation. I know a bunch of people who live in like small, like dorm style apartments, and they don't have any space to do this kind of thing. So I'm very fortunate in that way. Yeah.
And you know, it seems like also, I mean, in order to not get yourself into that rut, having consistency every day, like just make it a point to take class at a certain time.
Yes.
You know,
I'm trying to stick with that. Because 10 to 11:30 is a very popular time frame for all the dancers, that usually is like snatched up in no time. So I've been taking class earlier in the morning, which is really weird, like 8:30 to 10, and then I have the whole day to like
get the whole day, but that's consistent. Yes.
Yeah, maybe take another class later on. So as long as I take one class a day, and then maybe on like a Sunday I won't do a class, just for mental rest, and it's good to rest the body too.
That would that's hard to say sometimes. I understand.
And there are a lot of like live streams on Instagram of like free classes. So I've tried to do some gram classes here and there, which has been good, or yoga. So
it's nice. So maybe to finish off with this, I think we look at this situation as pretty enormous. Like we don't have control, and I don't like to say this word, but it feels kind of claustrophobic. Like you can't get out of this wall sensation. But within the confounds of what we have, we can create a big world. Yeah. And the world we are is where we are right now, in creating this world in this capacity. And shifting that thought is hard to do. Shifting that thought. So how would you? You're gonna have some kids are gonna be listening to you right now, who are in school, who are getting from me, hey, you need to start watching these videos and staying in shape. It's hard because we're gonna be pretty busy. Yes. But I feel that all of it's important. Do you have any maybe advice, or how would you tell them to help them maintain their time and not to feel overwhelmed?
I would say dress the part first. Like, if you're going to school, put on a nice outfit for school. Like, don't do it in your pajamas. I know it's fun at first, but I feel like it's important to change your focus, because when you're in pajamas, there is just, I feel like subconsciously there's a side of your brain that's not as focused and engaged. Like right now I did class in like sweatpants, but if I go to the studio, I'm wearing like a leotard and tights because I know that's what's gonna make me work the hardest. Same if you're like taking a ballet class at home. Don't do it in your pajamas. Do it in like pink tights, or dress the part, and know that our minds are being pulled in many different directions. So just setting a certain amount of time to do something, like setting a schedule for yourself, I think is very useful. Like, I'm gonna do school from this time to this time. Then I'll have like time to take a walk after that. And then from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock, I'm gonna do my ballet class. And, just setting certain time frames, or like, I think making a schedule for yourself is really important. And you will also feel more accomplished by doing that, because now there's like this never ending, like, we don't know when this is gonna end. So by setting certain goals or setting a schedule for yourself, you feel you have accomplished something. And that's almost what's most important in life, is feeling that we make progress in some way, getting better. You know, we don't have to be the best, but if we feel like we've made progress in some way, that is, I think, what makes people the happiest. You know, we can compare ourselves to others for days, but if we feel like we've made certain progress, then that will make you infinitely happier.
I love it. You know what? I think with that being said, that's some true words to kind of leave this by. So, Lieneke, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And we'll be seeing each other in ballet class here next couple days. Yes, it was fun. And if you didn't take the ballet class, if you watch this first, there's a ballet class that we taught together. We made. So you should do it. And we're all learning on this process, that is for sure. And I think we're going to be expertise in a whole different realm of work.
Yes, yeah.
And we all are.
Together,
yes,
so.
We are. Well, enjoy your day, Lieneke. Thank you so very much. And
of course.
Yes, and stay safe, all right? Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.